Um, all right. Firstly, I would like to welcome you all to this workshop, and I have experience in Web3 research. So I would like to start by talking about DoraHacks and PGS as my screen is displaying. Please, can you see my screen? Hello,
Yes, I can see.
hello. Can
Yes,
you see
I
my
can
screen?
see. Yes, I can
All
see.
right. Okay. So I would start. So I'll briefly talk about DoraHacks. Firstly, what is DoraHacks? That's the question on everyone's mind now. So I would say DoraHacks is a global hackathon organizer and one of the world's most active multi-chain Web3 developer platforms. It creates the global hacker movement and provides crypto narrative tool kits to help developers around the world to team up and fund their ideas through builds or hackathons, then bounties grants, or through DAO grants, and then public good staking as well. That's the PGS. Okay, so by far more than 3,000 projects are already launched on the DoraHack community with over two, with over 20 million in grants and other forms of contributions. This is something that is all out and is there. It's not a secret. And I'll quickly talk about PGS, that's public goods staking, which is also a huge part of the DoraHacks. Well, the public goods taking, or the PGS, is a Dora factory innovation where validator rewards get funneled back into the ecosystem rather than just extracting a typical validator commission. So a PGS validator uses the commission fees to sponsor grants. That's like hackathon prizes as well, then bounty rewards and ecosystem funding opportunities as well for ecosystem chain developers and team developing frontier technologies. So these PGS validators provide an everlasting source of funding for the ecosystem developers, regardless of the external market conditions, which helps the entire sustainability of chain activity and long-term growth. Okay, so I'll give you an overview now of the DoraHacks bounty program. Okay, I skipped something. If you want to register with DoraHacks, you can go to dorahacks.io and you can register your details there and maybe you can go for a bounty. All right, then here's the overview. So currently, DoraHacks platform offers various types of bounties such as translation, writing, technical research, just similar to this mine, development, bugs, and more. At present, PGS bounty is available for Evmos and Acme, so you can check it out. It's still open. So they invite interested partners to participate. Okay, so we'll quickly go into the DoraHacks bounty web page. Let me okay, let me open the website so we'll have a feel of how it looks. Okay, so this is how DoraHacks bounty page looks. Basically, this is how the website looks, and you can see here empower organizations and community coordination with DAO bounties. So you could create a bounty or you can fund. Here's the founder's guide here. Those that may want to fund one or create, then there are ongoing bounties down here that one could actually apply for. You can see Agwe Advanced Building NFT project. This is currently going on, and many more for the PGS. Okay, so I think we would go into the agenda of today, the workshop that we are all here for, which is Evmos blockchain, enhancing interoperability and token transfers in the EVM ecosystem. Here is the agenda for today. Introduction to Evmos. That's one. Second one will be taking wallets in Evmos. The third one will be taking token transfers in Evmos. Then four, we'll be taking interchain Dapp utilization. Then the conclusion and questions. So I'll quickly start with the introduction to Evmos. Let me open it in reading view. This is much better. Okay. So the introduction to Evmos. Well, as you may know or you may not know, Evmos is a blockchain network based on the Cosmos SDK, designed to fully interoperate, designed to fully interrupt, like interoperable with the Ethereum virtual machine. It allows developers to develop Ethereum-based applications on its network, benefiting from its fast finality and low transaction costs. In the rapidly evolving world of blockchain, Evmos stands out as a solution that promotes interoperability among different EVM compatible chains. So you may find different EVM compatible chains uh, being able to like connect with the Evmos blockchain in simple terms. Then we go further. Interoperability addresses a pressing need for the blockchain networks to communicate and interact effectively. So without it, each blockchain network remains isolated, limiting the potential to harness the collective power and resources of a wider ecosystem. Just this problem is kind of common these days, where you have different blockchains and they are kind of isolated because you can't kind of like interact with all of them freely. But with Evmos, you kind of have like all the EVM compatible blockchains with your interchain being able to like interoperate with each other. So Evmos recognizes this necessity and focuses on creating an environment that fosters collaboration and seamless transfers of assets between chains, as I said. So the goal of Evmos is to remove barriers and open up new possibilities for developers and users by enable by enabling interoperability. Evmos allows assets such as tokens to be transferred across different EVM chains effortlessly. This feature increases the liquidity and utility of the tokens. Of course, when you have different EVM chains being able to like interoperate between each other, you find people bringing in liquidity because this is a solution that people actually need. So it will actually bring up it will increase more liquidity and also the utility of the tokens. In the following sections, we will dive into specific features and functionalities of Evmos. Okay, so here are the now we'll go into the wallets. So what are the wallets used in Evmos? We will first start with the MetaMask. So for MetaMask, you could just go in direct to a web browser. Just make sure the website reads https metamask.io so you can get the right app. For mobile users, Android users can go to their um, Play Store, while the iOS users can go to the App Store and get and download the MetaMask. Then for PC users like myself, you could download it as an extension over here. Let me open it bigger. So yeah, you can see the download sign here. You just click on the download and download is as an extension. So here are some of the browsers that are supported: Chrome, Firefox, Brave, Edge, and Opera browser. So you could go with anyone. Okay, okay, let's go on. So MetaMask, as we all know, is one of the most popular EVM compatible chains. It basically supports Ethereum-based assets, and Evmos is no exception. So here's how to kind of add the local host of Evmos into your MetaMask. When you log into your MetaMask, go to your settings. You have to add this manually because EVM doesn't come with a MetaMask wallet. So you'd go to the place of network you have to edit and write up something like Evmos local. Your new RPC, you edit it and use this local host. While your chain ID, you use this. Then your currency symbol, TFMOS. Well, this is like a test net for Evmos. For developers who would like want to use MetaMask to like run their test nets, it's possible they can be done through this means. And here's how it looks. So when you go to your settings on your MetaMask, you see it allows you to add. When you go to your networks, then you go to add network. Now this is a manual way of doing it. So you would add it in this way, and you have it the A Evmos. This is a local host you can add manually on your MetaMask. So MetaMask is not the only wallet that is compatible with the Evmos blockchain. We also have the Kepler wallet. Now, the Kepler wallet um, is also good, and initially it was designed for the Cosmos blockchain, as we all know, but it's also useful for the interoperability between the Cosmos, the Interchain, and the EVM compatible networks. So you can download Kepler directly from the website kepler.app and get it done there. So that's about it. This is how it looks. You can install. It's available for Android users, iOS users, and computer users can download this as an extension, just like the MetaMask. Okay, so I'll move forward. Um, this is how it looks. Install, go to dashboard. You can stake your assets and get rewards. That's from the validators that are available there. You could connect to some dApps, governance, security, IBC transfer, and asset management. Basically, these are the services offered directly on the app, on the wallet app. You can access all these directly there seamlessly. So now we'll go on to token transfers. This is very important. So we have 6 different token transfers. How to set up token transfers on Evmos. First is setting up your Evmos wallet. I think that has already been covered. 2, understanding the Evmos addresses. 3, choosing the appropriate token standards. Then 4, Evmos CLI, transferring tokens. Then 5, interactive via Evmos API. Okay, let
Gladly
me
to you.
start from here. All right. So we'll be going with setting up your Evmos wallet. As I said earlier, to interact with the Evmos network and initiate token transfers, you will need Evmos compatible wallets, just like the ones discussed, the MetaMask and the Kepler wallet. I illustrated how you can download it and even add it manually. That's for those that use MetaMask. Then there's something you should note. There are other wallets as well. Uh, Evmos also allows for wallet connects. That's you can use other wallets. Also, you can even use a hardware wallet. That's Ledger and many more. So I'll go next. So after it sets, so for the setting up of the Evmos wallet now, you will need the Evmos compatible wallet, of course. And you can either choose one of the existing Evmos compatible wallets or use the Evmos command line, the CLI. Now, choosing the appropriate token standard. Evmos supports various token standards, that's including the ERC20, the ERC721, and the ERC1155. So these 721 and 1155, they are basically NFT standards, and the ERC20 is a token standard, basically supported by all the EVM compatible chains tokens. So before initiating a token transfer, ensure the token you intend to send is compatible with Evmos and is identified this in standard. Of course, the receiving token will have to be compatible with the one you are sending. Because if you are sending an NFT, maybe the NFT is guided by the ERC's 721 standard. So the receiving wallet, of course, should be compatible with that so that you'll be able to view your NFTs or receive. Then understanding Evmos addresses. Now, Evmos employs the same formats as Ethereum. So it utilizes the 20 bytes hexadecimal hash. All these wallets that start with the 0x, 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 and followed by 20 bytes hexadecimal hashes. That's the public addresses of the wallets. So Evmos also uses that kind of address format. So this address format is used to identify accounts on the Evmos network. When you go to the Evmos network, you could like maybe you are casting it on a scan, like Evmos scan now. You could just copy your address, paste it there, check all the wallet interactions, basically every transactions on the wallet. You could also use it from to monitor. So we'll move to the next one, the Evmos CLI. That's for transferring tokens. So using the Evmos CLI now, you can initiate token transfers from your Evmos wallet. So please could you go back a little, just one. Yeah, perfect. So the transaction command should include details such as the recipient's Evmos address, of course, the receiving wallet, and the token amount you want to send to the receiving wallet. Yeah, you can. Next slide. Next slide, please. Thanks. Interacting via Evmos API. So for this, basically for developers. So developers can use Evmos API to build applications that interact with the Evmos network. The API provides endpoints to retrieve token balances, that's initiate token transfers, and make other blockchain related operations. So, yeah. So basically, this even becomes easier for the programmers instead of having to learn from each blockchain that you go. Since everything is EVM compatible, you learn from one and you just interoperate between the different EVM blockchains that is available there or whatever project you're working on. So this even allows for easy interaction via the using the Evmos API. So this is very useful for developers. Then next is monitoring the transactions. So init sorry after initiating a token transfer on Evmos, it's essential to monitor the progress of the transaction. As I said earlier, when you want to monitor like your transactions, you'd have to go through like blockchain explorers, example Cosmos, like Etherscan, Evmos has its own as well, and different other ones. So you would have to like you could just copy your public address and paste there. It will show you all the interactions you've done within that particular blockchain. So it also helps you like check all the um, all the transactions you've done and other things. You could also monitor some transactions on the blockchain or transactions going on currently on the blockchain. You could also monitor it from there. Okay. Also to note, for more detailed instructions on these specific commands and functionalities, please, the link is down there. It's blue. Okay, next. All right, so we have the interchain and EVM Dapp utilization. So we'll be taking some of the points here to explain the introduction, understanding interchain and EVM Dapp utilization, useful links for understanding interchain and EVM Dapp utilization by Evmos network, then benefits of the interchain and EVM Dapp utilization by Evmos network. Right, let's go to the next. So here we have the introduction. So as the blockchain ecosystem expands, the need for interoperability between different chains becomes crucial. So now we have interchain and EVM, DApp utilization. So facilitated by the Evmos network. Now it presents an innovative solution for developers seeking to leverage strengths of blockchain of multiple blockchain networks. So in this write-up, we'll explore more on the EVM DApp utilization and the interchain, the concept of interchain basically. Okay, let's go to the next slide, please. Okay, so now we understanding interchain and EVM DApp utilization. So interchain and EVM DApp utilization refers to the practice of developing decentralized apps, that's like dApps, that can communicate and interact across different blockchains. The Evmos network, which supports EVM standard, as we mentioned, the ERC20 token standards, even the NFTs, ERC 721 and the 1155 standards. So yeah, we know EVM standard is supported, and it plays a crucial role in enabling the cross-chain communication. It allows dApps to utilize the EVM compatible frameworks and toolings, yeah, then expanding their reach beyond a single blockchain and tapping into the uh, cap capabilities of other chains. So basically, the point is while the EVM supports both the interchain and the Evmos, while it does that, other EVM compatible blockchains will be able to come into the Evmos blockchain and interact easily instead of having to like go through maybe some sort of like bridges. This more of like cross chain now, just interacting easily across chains. And all these services are being provided by the Evmos blockchain. All right, let's go to the next slide, please. Okay, so we'll go with useful links for understanding interchain and EVM dApps. So first is the Evmos documentation. So the Evmos documentation serves as a comprehensive resources for understanding the technical aspects of interchain and the EVM dApp utilization. It provides detailed information on how to develop dApps and can interact with multi-chain, multi multiple blockchain networks, the Ethereum, uh, EVM compatible networks, and also our interchain. That's the Cosmos ecosystem using the Evmos network. So the documentation, if you check it out, it covers all such like the EVM compatibility, the interchain communications, contract deployments, and integration with EVM compatible frameworks. All these could be seen in the link below. That's the first one, docs.evmos.org/use/dapps. You could check this out if you're maybe a developer and you're interested. Everything is given for you, is given there. It makes everything easier for you. So we'll go to the second one. That's the Evmos network website. So the official website of Evmos network offers valuable insights into the capabilities and features of the network. So exploring the website provides information on the motivation behind the development of Evmos, its compatibility with the EVM standard, and its vision for enabling interchain and EVM Dapp. So the reference is here. Their official website is https://evmos.org. When you go there, you see a more detailed and more like well detailed information on their plan and everything, how you can access new features and the wallets. They're all they're all there in the official website. So the next one is cross-chain interoperability solutions. So now alongside Evmos, various cross-chain interoperability solutions such as the Cosmos SDK can facilitate interchain and EVM Dapp utilization. So understanding the solutions and their integration possibilities with Evmos can provide valuable insights into the expanding and reach of the capabilities of dApps across different chains. Yeah. So you see it as I think we mentioned this earlier. Yeah, we mentioned this earlier. So oh, it also supports cross-chain interoperability. Okay, can we go to the next slide, please? So what's next? Looking forward for the future. Next. Okay, so now we go to the benefits of interchain and EVM Dapp utilization. So what are the benefits? I'm sure this is what a lot of people may be asking. So here are some of the benefits. The first one is expanded market reach. Because one, the interchain and the EVM Dapp utilization, it allows developers to tap into a wider market, of course, and by enabling their applications to run on multiple blockchain networks. So this opens up new opportunities and potential use cases, creating more exposure and adoption of dApps built on the Evmos. Of course, when you allow for this kind of interaction, like there's so many blockchains out there, like they're just isolated. But when you bring up a system like this that allows interoperability, they'll all be coming in, and of course, liquidity comes in, and yeah, the ecosystem becomes bigger. So the second one, enhance scalability and performance, is also very useful. So the interchain and the EVM Dapp utilization through Evmos can address scalability limitations. How? By leveraging the strengths of multi-chains, that's multiple chains, offloading some computational tasks or data storage to other networks can enhance the overall performance of dApps, leading to faster transaction processing and improved user experience. I mean, who doesn't want a fast blockchain? Everyone wants everything to be moving smoothly. So this is one of the ways, and this is one of the benefits of using the Evmos network. Okay, for the third one, increased flexibility and resource utilization. So Evmos Evmos enables dApps to utilize the features and resources of different chains based on their specific needs. So this flexibility allows developers to optimize performance, security, and cost efficiency by leveraging strengths of various chains such as speed, security, and privacy features. Please, can we move to the next slide? All right, conclusion now. So interchain and EVM Dapp utilization, as we've all learned now. EVM has successfully made a system in which these two different ecosystems, different chains, can interoperate with one another. So interchain and EVM Dapp utilization by Evmos network represents a significant step forward in unlocking full potential of decentralized application, that's dApps, by enabling seamless interactions between different blockchain networks. Developers can now leverage the EVM standard and tap into the strength of multi-chains. As the Evmos network continues to evolve and the interchain interoperability expands, the possibility of creating robust, scalable and versatile dApps are vast. So we may be seeing more of this. No, we definitely be seeing more of this when all these different projects, different developers coming in to leverage this technology. We would have a very, very good kind of a vast ecosystem. And I think Evmos is providing is they are doing one of the best things out there. Just by leveraging this, you see developers and basically the users who are the points of target here. They all like I mean everyone is happy at the end of the day because you get what you want. It's not no much technicalities behind it, just easily and yeah, that's what people have been looking for. So I would like to thank the DoraHacks team and everyone for attending this. And do you have any questions? Below, you see my Twitter page at Mikailu M, my Telegram, and my email. You could reach out to me anytime. And I think if you have any questions, you could drop your questions in the chat box, and I'll be happy to answer them.